Hey, you guys. How you doing? Okay, so I'm sitting here putting the word I of the C of the E in my thesaurus app, and I could not come up with a name to call the I of the C of the E people. You know, those people who disappear other people. And then Spirit Team said to call them the Glacier Gang. I of the C of the E, Glacier Gang. Okay? So we're going to talk about something. We're going to pull some cards. Spirit Team, and I'm not trying to instill fear here. Okay, but forewarned is forearmed. For the most part, and just for the most part, they've been going after people with brown skin. Okay? And LGBTQIA+, right? However, very soon they are going to start going after women and blacks. Okay? So I want you to be aware that this is what Spirit Team is telling me. So today we're going to talk about that. We're going to pull some cards on that. And Spirit Team said, so on the 22nd, and we'll take care of business in a minute, but on the 22nd in our Zoom room, we are going to talk about the Divine Feminine, men included. Okay? Everyone has masculine and feminine energy in them. And I feel that unless you're a brand new soul, that we have experienced past lives as males and females. And if you've ever experienced life now or in a past life as a female over the last, say, 2,000 years or more, you have probably experienced suppression. So that's what we're going to talk about on the 22nd, Sunday the 22nd. So let's take care of business before we get down to this. We're going to do a little reading on this subject of the Glacier Gang and what they are doing, or what they're going to do. Okay, probably in a very general way, but expect to be treated the same way that people with brown skin have been treated: shabbily, poorly, ineffectually, and abusively. Okay? Entertainment purposes only. Here we are for the Zoom room, June 22nd, where we practice uncensored freedom of speech. We do not record the session, and I do not post the session. The whole point of it is to speak our truth without having to use code words or all that other crap. Oh, some of us might still use the code words because it's become a habit. And honestly, I don't like saying Humpty's real name. Even when I'm writing down, what a topic for a reading, and it's about him, I don't use his real name anymore, because using his name carries its own energy, right? Okay, but we're going to speak our mind, and we're going to talk about how we're going to discuss some of our own experiences, our individual experiences in regards to being suppressed, in regards to our feminine energy being suppressed, okay? Because males get their feminine energy suppressed as well. Oh, you have to be a tough guy. You have to, punch somebody in the face, or you have to, you can't show emotion and all this other horse crap, okay? So our Zoom room, June 22nd, 6 p.m. Eastern. If it's your first time, email me, healingtruthtarot, all one word. No dashes, no underscores, healingtruthtarot@gmail.com. If you've already been and you can find your link, fantastic. It's the same link. And if you lost it, that's okay. Email me again, I'll send you another one. I'll send it back to you, okay? And happy Pride Month. Found out that my Pride Parade in my city is on the 19th of July. And I wanted to ask that a couple of things about designs, okay? I would really appreciate a pride design for t-shirts and cups, teacups. or tea mugs, actually, with a pride flag, a pride rainbow, one or both, and also a Juneteenth, okay? A Juneteenth design that I can put up, preferably with a transparent background, so we can put it on any shirt we want to, any color, okay? Appreciate that so much. And if you made a design, for the Etsy shop, and you have not received your free t-shirt or your free tea mug or even a free reading, okay, let me know, and we'll set that up, okay? Okay. Please don't forget Thursday night, Alive, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, political and spiritual questions with a positive twist at the end, or somewhere in there. Okay, and also our members live, first Friday of the month, also at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, personal and spiritual questions. Memberships are $1.99 a month. Just click on the join button below the video. If you don't see it, go to the description box underneath each video, click on more and scroll down just a little bit, and you'll find a link. It'll take you to a join button, okay? Okay. Now, I don't know where this reading is going. We're going to find out. It's been one of those days, you guys, okay? How do I want to put this? You might be going through, or will go through very soon, another little dark night of the soul, realizing that there's something that you haven't dealt with emotionally or even spiritually, okay, or physically, that needs to be dealt with. So pay attention to that. Take a deep breath and make a conscious choice to remedy the situation. Okay? Okay. I know it's hard. Believe me. All right. I'm right there with you, sisters and brothers. Right there with you. Okay, Light Seers deck. So we're going to read on the Glacier Gang, picking on women and black people. We have regressed 75 years. 65, 75 years and 6 months. All right. Talk to us about the Glacier Gang picking on the next round of people. Yeah, so they're already making plans. That's collaborations. With Humpty trying to find a BS excuse about why women and black people have to be singled out and taken care of. And I want to remind you about the chaos that he spreads so that you're not paying attention to what's really going on. So that we aren't paying attention to what's really going on. Psychological warfare is the words. That is the term, psychological warfare. All right. Talk to us about the Glacier Gang. Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so you see her sitting in that chair. She's looking off to the side. She's got a green candle. And the green candle, with candle magic, green is for abundance because it's the color of money. Okay? So green is for abundance. Okay, thank you, Spirit Team. And abundance of females, and abundance of feminine energy, and abundance of black energy coming together. There's too many of us. That's what Spirit Team says. There's too many of us. Okay? Too many of us. Now, I haven't gotten my DNA results back yet, but I do have a mixed grandchild, okay? So everything that we're doing right now, every time we speak up, every time we protest, every time we resist the BS that's going on right now, we are doing it for the next generation. We're doing it for the younger generation. Because I don't want myself or you or my kids, my adult kids, my grandbabies, I don't want them to have to live through this. I don't want them to have to live through this bigotry. We were just starting to really move past that. King of Cups. Okay. So cups are about emotion. There's a ship behind him. His ship is coming in. He's wearing his fish on his necklace. He's contemplating. He's manifesting. Thank you, Spirit Team. He's manifesting. So this is the feminine energy. This is the energy of those who have been put through atrocities coming together. Okay, so he's going to try this crap, and they're telling me there's going to be more protests because of this targeting of specific groups of people. Judgment. So I'm being told that we are letting go of the ideals that have been planted in our head generation after generation, lifetime after lifetime, of how women need to stay in their place, and black people need to stay in their place, and people with brown skin need to stay in their place, and Jewish people need to stay in their place, and Asian people need to stay in their place. And I've missed some, but you get what I'm saying. We're letting go of that. We're releasing that. We're releasing that. King of Wands. That is our movement. And I realize that the King of Wands is not feminine energy per se. However, that fire and that passion, that is feminine energy. That is the passion also of the refusal of moving backwards. Refusal to lay down and take it. And there's our strength. The strength of all of us together with a common cause. For a common cause. Freedom. Death, rebirth, and transformation. Through this chaos, we transform. And not back to the way it was. Better than the way it was. See the doorway. The doorway in the hood of his cloak. And that's the number 13, and 13 is a feminine number. Friday the 13th. A day to rejoice the feminine energies of death and rebirth and birth. 10 of Cups. They're not going to win. They're going to try, but they're not going to win. All right. Let's get a Sacred Creators card, and then we'll get affirmation for badasses. Badasses. But first, Sacred Creators. success and transformation, death, rebirth, and transformation. And our affirmation and confirmation for badasses is I will not be a butthole to myself. I will not be a butthole to myself. I will treat myself with the same respect that I treat others. And of course, somebody's got to be cutting the lawn. I swear it's every day here. Every day. And I'm like, can't you all just cut your lawn at the same time on the same day? No. No. Okay. Ooh, things were getting serious there for a minute, you guys. Sometimes Shelley needs to get over herself. All right. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. In the end, we're free, but we're going to have to fight for it. And I'm one of those people that I don't believe in fighting against something, but I do believe in fighting for something. There is a difference. So we're going to fight for our freedom. Not just ours as the feminine. For everybody. Because this boils down, what he's doing boils down to being about every human being on the planet. Other countries were protesting with us. What does that tell you? It tells me we are supported. Countries who have had it worse than we have. Okay? All right, you guys. Next video's coming up pretty soon. Much love, many blessings, and I'll see you in the funny papers.